people just suddenly, they were already rich and famous and they came onto the 10x stage. Like there were a few that did that, but then there were a few who nobody knew who they were. Like Pete Vargas came out and suddenly, because he's been on 10x, he's now a known name because of one stage, one opportunity, one stage changed it all for him. And we know for sure that the 100 Millionaires Summit is one of those stages. So Mitch, you're coming soon, man. 100 Millionaires Podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name's Walter Murillo. Michael Shine. What do we do here on this podcast?
Massive income from passive income.
Mitch, how do we do it?
We organize and we collect.
Because the point is not to work, it's to generate income. The markets are crashing. Can we call it a crash now? Is it officially a crash? We're not calling it a crash, Mike?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it already crashed. We're announcing
it's
today.
Adjusting to the Fed today. So
the market's up today because it always usually is up on the Fed day.
So Fed day, crash correction, Fed increased rates again. Is that the case?
I didn't really hear you because the landscaper blower guy just went by my window.
Like, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that they need weed whackers that don't make noise, or blowers. Electric, Tesla.
Like Wednesday, I literally want to go to the landscaping guy and be like, dude, can you just upgrade to all electric already? Like
right.
They got to charge all these lithium batteries. They're heavy too. They walk around with these things like
gas prices are up. Go electric now.
Yeah. I love my push mower. I don't use it, but I love it. It's electric. It's nice and quiet.
Soon. So with the market in let's say a super desirable place to be buying stuff,
right?
Why is it that people aren't buying stuff right now? Right, we see we're at a really great spot.
So true, but it's funny when it was like at 60,000, everybody said, "Oh, if it drops back like Bitcoin, they'll buy it." But now that it's down where you said you were going to buy it, it's too scary.
100%.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a very interesting call. Last night was the crypto call. I was not on it because I was flying to Milwaukee, which, by the way, Milwaukee, I'm here. I made it.
Hey, Milwaukee.
And you guys were talking about where crypto's heading. You think, Mitch, that it could go below 20? That is an interesting concept for people who are like, I'll buy it, if it gets to 20, or I'll buy it if it goes under 20.
I don't know that. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people are talking about that, what is it? The 4-year moving average that has become a thing with Bitcoin. And it's never been below it. The last time it tested it, I mean, technically it went below, but it was you look at the chart and it's a wick. So that's basically what's happening right now. We're right at that level. Technically it's right below it, but if you look at a weekly, monthly type of chart, it would just be a wick right now, assuming that we can, close above, just call it 22.5 to make numbers easy. So we're right near that. So if that plays out, then we just saw the low pretty much when it got to almost 20K flat early this morning. And if that's the case, then awesome. But if that does not hold, then there's no reason we don't go on to 20K. And I personally am hoping we do go on to 20K because I'd like to buy some down at 18.
18
or
4.
I'm not going to be, I don't know if I'll be buying it 4 because I'll probably be out of money because I'll be buying it 18, 14, 12, and at 10, if there's any money left anywhere in the couch cushions, it's going in.
See, that's a terrible affirmation. So that's what I wanted to talk about is sales, right? There is no end of money when you're selling continuously. When the market goes down, it's dude, that's one more reason to sell again. Oh, I gotta go sell some stuff. Right? Increase income.
Get more money.
Who has my money?
Yeah, but all the Grant Cardone stuff, right? All the Augmendino stuff.
Even my guy, the Tesla guy, Stephen Mark Ryan, he's when Tesla went down, he's I'm selling my houses, I'm selling whatever, I'm selling anything I can, and I'm buying Tesla. Yeah, so.
And that's right now where I see the opportunity for everybody who watches us, everybody who's in Alchemist Nation, anybody in our mentorship programs, and the people outside. Look, but obviously, if you're following me, I'm giving you the advice now. Is you need to learn sales. You need to go out and get a product that you can sell. Get a product you have a lot of. Not like just your assets. Like yes, sell a house if it makes a ton of sense to do that. But go get more assets that you can sell so that you can acquire more cash flow right now. Like cash flow during times like this, we were talking about the market possibly being down all through summer. Like that's a great opportunity to buy. You've got a month, you got 2 months, you got 3 months to go and increase income for these next few months where you could be pile driving money into a market that you believe in. This is not the time to be borrowing and investing. This is not the time to be leveraging yourself to grab funds.
Wait a second. Houston, we have a problem. Well, I guess I can't put any more money in.
You can afford to do it because you have the capital and the cash flow to justify those mortgages. Like anything that you're taking out, you can afford. It's people who don't have the money to make those payments. Like, because there's people who are on Robinhood right now who are like, oh my God, like Bitcoin's low. I'm going to go and put it on a credit card. And that would be a foolish, like if you take, like I remember one point I had 150,000 in credit card debt. That was a $6,000 a month mortgage, right? Like that was a payment of $6,000 a month.
Dude, that's crazy. Well, that story's got to get out more. Like, because you went from 150K in credit card debt to being a multimillionaire. Like that's no joke.
Well, here's the crazy part. Like it's a lot of what the gurus tell you. You got to buy my course and it'll make you successful. Spend the 35,000. I bought a lot of those 35,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000s.
Yeah.
And then things went sideways. Things went sideways in one of my buildings. I had to go renovate. So everything went on credit cards, Home Depot card, Lowe's card. Like,
yeah. Right.
Amex, it's like, well, we got to fix this, fix that. Okay, there's another plumbing, a roof. So it was, before you knew it, it was 150,000 in credit card debt. And like it was at that point though, I looked and there was nothing that could pay that off. There was no like Dave Ramsey strategy that was going to be, this is going to be paid off in 4 years. Like it was not at that point anymore.
Oh, you could have done the Dave Ramsey style. It just would have taken you 40 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh my God. Snowball.
The debt snowball. You got it, Dave. I'm on it.
Wow.
So like that did force me to learn how to make more money. Like it's got me thinking, like we talk about Ramey, he's like, I can't make money. If it's not $1 billion, I'm not going to invest in that kind of deal. It got me thinking, like, if it doesn't slam $150,000 post-tax, like it's not worth me doing this year. Like I got to only look at stuff that could pay this down and pay the tax and still give me money to live off of for the year. So $250,000 became the only thing I could look at to survive. And that's where I started looking at $250,000 deals.
That's awesome.
That's where the book title came from. Broke to $250,000.
Yeah, and I also think that once you start once you start doing that, it naturally levels up. I started with houses that were like 250 and I was comfortable. And then the next thing it was 350. And then the next thing we did 2 deals that were 920,000. And I was like, wow, how are we bringing in this 25% on $920,000 deals? But we did it. And then the next thing is that the next opportunity came up was a $1.1 million deal and a $1.2 million deal. And we did those. And then you got comfortable with that. And our most recent, well, not our most, but one that we did recently was 2.1 million purchase. So same thing. It's a natural, you just get comfortable, your mindset gets comfortable, and then you're ratcheting up. That's why I think, Walter, when you say that the first 100,000 is a bitch from Charlie Munger, I think that that's really what it is. It's all mindset. It's all mindset. And as soon as you get your mindset and you level it up to the next mindset, it naturally, I never specifically said, okay, now we're going for $1 million deal. It just, that's what came in from the universe in front of me as an opportunity. So yeah, it's all mindset.
Yeah, it rotated, right? Like you would never go like drop 600,000 on a house, and then you did it with Rotan. Like you like over time, like suddenly your mindset was there where that was an option. But because you had the other files, those wealth files of seller financing in your head, you're like, well, why don't I seller finance some of this too? So I don't have to use all my cash.
And the Rotan specifically, the reason I was comfortable with that is because our house that we bought, our personal house, was right around 600. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at that going, well, this is a 5-unit on a Caribbean island in like the perfect spot on the island. And I bought a house, which we all know is a liability. It's not an asset. So I could certainly buy a 5-unit down there for pretty much the same price. Yeah.
Basically, and then later on, like you're selling your house, right? So like it wasn't like sell a house, buy the house. It was, kind of different things to kind of happen. But now you're selling a liability, a $600,000 liability.
Keeping it.
Are you keeping it? You're Airbnb in it?
You're Airbnb in it.
Oh, there you go. So turn it into cash flow, right? It's
Yeah,
paid off,
exactly.
Right? Or it's nearly paid off.
No, it has a line of credit on it, but yeah, it's not that much a month. So it's gonna profit. Yeah. And that means we can come back in the summer and hang out. So it's
that right there is money. We got a friend who's visiting us. She lives in Austin. She visits us in Tampa. And when she visits us, she rents out her house. She's like, yeah, Luba. Yeah. She's like, I'll be with you guys for a week. So I'm just going to rent it out. Like she just plans it, knows, and she puts her house on the market for that week.
Smart.
Makes money. She told me, she's like, I'll stay with you guys for a month. I don't mind. Like,
yeah.
Making all that money.
It's funny you say that because that was kind of the thought process with Roatan. Because if we take a 2-bedroom in Roatan, we lose that income in the Airbnb down there. But now we're making income on the Airbnb in Rhode Island. So yeah, it's going to work out. It's going to be great.
Either way, you're making that cash flow. And Mitch, you've got your condo right now. Like your condo is perfectly furnished, 2-bedroom. You could be doing what Drew Martin does, or what he used to do when he lived in Denver. Drew used to have this 2-bedroom in Denver, and like anytime I'd fly in or I'd drive in, like to hang out with him, he would have a guest staying on the other side. But like if he knew I was going to be in town, he'd give me that room. Like he did like block that room off, so I'd have a room that I could go hang out in.
That's
you
awesome.
got that guest room that sits empty, like all the time. You could just be having people in there paying you Airbnb, like whatever it is, $200 a night, because you're in a sweet location.
Yeah, in theory it's empty, but it's not, because I use it as my office.
I was gonna ask what I feel like Mitch likes his space. Like
Mike is also correct on that.
Yeah.
I've considered it. I've even had people like that were like looking for a roommate situation temporarily, and I was like, you know what? I don't need the money, and I like having my separate, spare bedroom / office. I spend more time in the spare bedroom than I do in my own bedroom because it's my office and I'm in front of my computer so much. And
bro, I had my 3-bedroom apartment with the full finished basement, 2 extra rooms. Like, so basically it was like a 5-room. I had 3 offices, right? I get it. Like, I know.
The place was awesome.
I loved it, man. Like
that place was awesome. Except for the guy smoking weed outside the door.
One weird thing, but it was paid for by the 2 tenants upstairs. And like the whole thing was a man cave. It was, I could work here, I could work there, I could think there, I could read a book. Like,
and the basement was like the coolest. It was like Mission Control. Go down there and they're like 6 screens,
monitors everywhere,
rising desk. That was awesome. Yeah,
that was so that's what we're doing now. So we're renting a new place. We're renting a bigger place in South Tampa. We're moving down. It's about 30 minutes from where we are.
Big news.
Oh, really?
Nice. This is next level, guys. So we've got Andrew and Amy are moving in with us, and we're getting this big 6-bedroom. And
is it kind of like the place we stayed in Orlando for Mission to Millions? Like
100%.
Oh, wow.
100%. Like big. Like
when's that happening?
That's literally when I fly back. They're already there moving. Like they're already getting stuff ready, so I don't have to do anything.
So Mitch, you'll have a place to go.
I was gonna say when I go, well, because I'm trying to go over there to visit, and I want to visit. Obviously, my business partner's dad, he's over in that area now, but everyone's out of town this month. So now when I go visit,
what we set it up as, Mitch, is like anybody who's a part of the mission, like hardcore pushing with us. Like Amy is doing all of our sales right now. Andrew's doing a lot of my marketing for me. So like I can come out of the office and just be like, hey, how's, update, talk to Dorina, update. So this has become like headquarters, like
the Alchemist camp.
That's cool.
So the goal would be an even bigger house, and, kind of just have like people rotate in and out, like people who, for a time they're building their businesses, like they come live with us for, a couple of months, like just focus, not have to worry about the money, like just build their business. Obviously they're partnering with us. So it's like, I'm super incentivized to do it, right?
Yeah.
But at the
You
same
get
time,
a big mill building,
man,
like your brothers.
it just crossed
Like
my
the one
mind.
Josh
Man.
has, have like a giant mill, and you'll just have each person have their own little loft.
Mike, it has crossed my mind. Alchemist Academy, right? Where we
Yeah.
build the business with you. You dorm up in the building for a little while, got all the different workshop and areas we can work it out. Like it would be the ultimate build millionaire processing factory, right? You come in normal, you leave a millionaire, 3, 6, 9 months, however long it takes, whatever you're building.
That's cool. Yeah.
So we might be able to do it in Roatan, man. Like to be honest, Mike.
Yeah. That's
There you
awesome.
go.
And I can just fly over.
Truth.
Come on over. 2 hours.
So this is the beta test. We're gonna see how it is going into the summit, and we'll learn from it. But even Jen Sullivan texted me last night. She's like, I'd like to do that. I'd love to be a part of that. Like
That's
this,
cool.
this kind of, it makes sense. Like it's what I wish.
Like a little commune. We'll have like Kool-Aid.
Well, it'll definitely be Kool-Aid. We wake up every morning. Morning, Alchemist.
Right?
Alchemist salute to you. 100 millionaires, 100 millionaires, 100 millionaires. All hail the summit. To the summit, please.
Have like people like Walter's so cool. He speaks the truth. Like
Oh boy.
Hashtag truth.
Oh boy.
it's not a
Follow
cult.
for truth.
Don't turn it into a cult, Mike.
Yeah.
Bro, Mitch, you gotta admit, we are a little cult-ish. Like there's something about like this.
Everything, any group with a loyal following is cult-ish, whether it's 10x, whether it's whatever, Jake and Gino, like all of it.
Between the three of us, I think we've built something pretty cool. And the other coaches too. Like I think the way we built it was it is cultish. Like it's definitely there's a belief system to it. Like you got to be decent to each other. Like not just decent. You got to go above and beyond. Like be a good person, be moral, ethical, do things legally. Don't say the word need. Don't say the word try. Like just do it. Like set big goals, accomplish, make money, generate income. Like there's definitely a lot of massive income from passive income, organize a click. There's a lot of rules. Like there's a lot of stuff.
Right.
But I think it leaves people better than we found them. Yeah, I think
I think one of the reasons it's got so much strength is because we have pretty much one message, and we just kind of stick to that message. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to hit it, but it all goes back to 100 millionaires incentivized to build 100 millionaires. And that's I was thinking about that the other day, Walter, because you say it rolls off your tongue, but that's an easy sell. Like anytime I say that to anybody, they're like, oh my God, I love that idea.
Yeah. And there's no one that doesn't say that's like cool.
And I think in the math of it itself, you can understand how somebody would do well doing it. Like, okay, you built 100 millionaires. There's no way you're not making money. And then in the giving back side of it, like spiritually, your mind's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's my side.
Successful.
I love that side. Yeah.
It's all of them. You got to have all of them. And then like the physical body, like you're hanging around 100 people, right? Like you've got to, like, millionaires keep their bodies right. Like it's part of the process. We're vegan, we're vegetarian, we're exercising. Like in order to become a millionaire, we talk about the miracle morning where you got.
I love how he says we. When really he's referring to you.
I'm referring to Mike.
I'm pretty sure Taco Bell's still not vegan, Walter.
Taco Bell can be vegetarian though.
Yeah, it can be vegan. What do they
It
got?
could be vegan.
Right bean burrito, just too much sodium for me, but whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which
I'm a big Del Taco fan, by the way. Del Taco.
Oh, I love Del Taco. when I was in Vegas, man, I lived off of that.
Oh my God. So much. They have Beyond Meat tacos and
they got such a big menu.
So
it's
good.
like Taco Bell just opened their mind. Like that's what Del Taco is. Yeah.
Exponential. Yeah. When we went to the Grand Canyon, we were out there and you'd see like on the highway, or it's not really, highway, and you'd see a Del Taco and we'd all get really excited. Del Taco.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So 100 Millionaires Summit is coming up October 21st to the 23rd. Now is the time to book your tickets. I was just informed that my math was wrong on one of the websites. So the VIP tickets were $3,000, which is fine because it includes the mentorship program. The executive tickets, on the other hand, are $1,500 and you get 2 executives. the crazy part is that the mentorship is $2,000 a month. We're throwing it in for free for the executive who buys the ticket and for the person who is brought in as a partner for that executive. So they're spending $1,500 and getting almost $8,000 worth of value. I think it's $7,000 worth of value.
What was it again? Sorry, it was $3,000 for that.
So that was $1,500. So they're getting $3,000 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
$4,000 worth of mentorship.
Wow.
So it's a $1,500 to save, I guess, $5,500 is what they're saving the value. And that is only on the website until the team goes and fixes it. So that is 100mmsummit.com. And you can go there, and that's the executive ticket. So that is like the steal. If you've been thinking about getting into the mentorship and you know you're going to the 100 Millionaire Summit, that's the one. If you want to bless somebody else who is a business partner of yours or your spouse, you want to bring them on board with you, 100 Millionaire Summit, 100mmsummit.com. Register today. That's what we're gearing up towards. By the way, sales, everybody who wants to learn sales needs to go and read a sales book like this week. This is the time to increase your income. This is the time to go and start putting money into stocks.
What's the one you just mentioned, the guy, the world's greatest salesman? Is that the one with the
Agmendino?
Yeah,
Good
that's
book.
a good
I
one.
like that one a lot.
That's a good one. Richest Man in Babylon. That's a good one.
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good one.
Dale Carnegie.
Little Red Book of Sales. That's a good one.
Little Red Book of Sales.
Or anything by Grant Cardone.
Any Grant Cardone book, right?
Yeah.
Sell or be sold. Sell or be sold. If you're going sales heavy, like
who's got my money?
Yeah, that's the way to be thinking right now. And that's I'm at the National Real Estate Investors Association this week, and for once, I'm not thinking who's got my money. I'm thinking who's got my millionaires. I'm out here thinking right now, like, who here in this room builds millionaires, or could I get to be more intentional about building millionaires? Because if I can, there's 100 people with 100 RIAs that have at least 1,000 people in their audience.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
100,000 people that I could be, like helping them serve a little bit better. So like, I'm not thinking who's got my money. I'm like, who's got my millionaires? Who's
Nice.
right now, who's got my millionaires is my main thought process.
That reminds me of like Grant Cardone when he says in one of his books, he talks about we go into a room and he's like, yeah, there's only 5 people I really want to talk to in this room. Be nice to everybody else, but there's really only 5. So yeah.
My 5 right now, man. I loaded up the CRM, Alchemist Connect. I got to get you guys on it. I loaded up the CRM last night with all of the people who are going to be here at this event. I went online.
Nice.
I had my VA do some research, get all their contact information.
Yeah.
And I registered a new number. That number is only for these people. So as I'm connecting with them, I'm going to put my notes into the CRM. I can do it right on my cell phone. And,
nice.
Oh, it's crazy. The CRM is fantastic.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to get all the different data points and then be able to follow up with them throughout the week, the month, and start getting some automations. And
yeah, I saw that CRM. That's pretty amazing. And I like the fact that it has a different phone number. That's cool.
I can get many different phone numbers.
Yeah.
Different campaigns, different phone numbers.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
The team did amazing. I am using it more than I think I'm selling it. But the more I use it, the more I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
then you get
look at this feature I'm using.
Right, more conviction. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
I know, Mike. Where are you going? You're doing the drive. You're the
just going to Pawtucket to our other office for a closing. Yeah.
Nice.
One of your final drives, because you'll be in Rotan soon. So
not till September. Yeah. We're setting it up. The universe is setting that up beautifully right now. So yeah, lots of exciting things coming. Florida, lots of business coming there, and stuff here too. So good stuff coming. So yeah.
Very excited.
Nice.
Mike, I got to talk to you about this when I get back. So we've pulled a list of people likely to buy real estate, the cash buyers list. And so we're going to be reaching out to them for Alchemist Financial, which means Alchemist Title is going to be closing those deals.
Nice.
Super exciting.
Yeah, super exciting.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what do we do?
We make massive income from passive income and sometimes a little bit active.
A little bit here and there. Mitch, how do we do it?
Organize and collect to get the passive income.
That's right.
That's right. Because the point is not to work, it's to generate income. 100 Millionaires Podcast. Cheers to your success. We have a choice.
Always work with the
Work with the
best.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
I like what Doug says. Always work with the blessed.
I love that.
I do like
That's
that.
So good. That's so good.
Blessed out.
See you guys Saturday. Wealth Principle 20, the 10X rule. Cheers.
10x.
10X.
Boom.
10x. All right.